Yo, what up guys? This is the champion showcase for Khoronar. Now he's nothing without Minaya, so we'll also be talking about Minaya also because I'll be using them together. Whether you have both of these champions or you have one of them, you want to see their builds, their masteries, and where you can use them, this video will benefit you. So let's get right into the video. Right now you can see in the builds right there that I did use a stun set on this champion, or if you're not aware of what this champion is all about, you're a newer player, you're hoping to see which champions you might want to get in raid in the future, let's maybe go through his skills to benefit those newer players. His A1 is what this champion is all about. That's what he's all about. His A1 places a decrease turn meter, 5% decrease turn meter from the enemies, so it's an AoE A1, so all the enemies will have their turn meter decreased whenever he takes a hit at them. But guess what? Whenever Minaya is on the team, the same team with him, he will always counter attack with this A1. That's a passive right there. Is it this one? Yes. So it's not just when Minaya is on the team. What if you don't have a Minaya? This champion will also counter attack when decreased defense, decreased speed, or decreased attack is on the enemies when they are attacking. So he will counter attack any of them that has any of these debuffs on them, then they attack him. But if you have Minaya, you don't need to place any debuff on the enemies before you can counter attack them when they hit you, of course. So that's what I love about this champion. He counter attacks with the A1. He's not going to use any of the other skills to counter attack. He has another passive right here, which places a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. If this champion kills an enemy, he will most likely kill the squishy champions in the enemy team. So that's what this champion is known for. That's why I went for the A1 and the passive. These are the 2 things he's known for. Now if you want to build this champion for these other skills, the A2, it places a provoke. That's why some people do put accuracy on him, so he can place that provoke and drag the hits onto himself so he can counter attack. So I would recommend you build this champion with accuracy so he can land this provoke, so the enemies don't all of a sudden find a way to slide in between, take a turn, and then kill your team. So with the provoke landing on them, they will keep hitting him and he'll keep counter attacking. That's what it's all about, that counter attack passive. So this provoke is not just done, it also places a block debuff buff and a 60% increased defense on himself. So he will kind of, do this skill, block every damage that is coming in. Block debuffs and increase defense on himself. It's not for the entire team though. He will first of all remove all debuff on himself before he does this if Minaya is also on the team. So on this A3, that's a decreased attack. If decreased attack is already out there, he will place a decreased defense instead. So if you have somebody doing decreased attack, we usually don't have decreased attack in some battles. So that's what this champion is known for, the A1, and that's why I built him this A1, because I'm tired of facing tanky teams in the arena that I cannot beat, or Doom Tower teams that are squishy champions that can't just get through, that you need a bunch of tanky champions to go through. So right now, since I was building a 3v3 arena team, or I wanted to build a 1v1 arena team, that's why I decided to build this champion, so I can just hit the auto button and watch him slowly survive all the long battles and finally come out as the winner. So for Minaya, she is there just for this skill also. Where is her passive? Right here. Let's see. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 20% when this champion is killed. Revives this champion with 75% HP when killed if Khoronar is on the team. So she also benefits something from having him on the team. Although she doesn't benefit as much as he does, he has a bunch of other things going for him, especially that A1. But she is just there to be, come back alive if she dies. So it's like, a love affair, I guess. Beauty and the Beast, because that's how they were designed. He's the beast, while she is the beauty one. Her A1 is also something else you should watch out for. If you have counter attack masteries on her, she will always place continuous heal on the ally with the lowest HP. So this kind of can go crazy. You see some of your allies having 3 continuous heal on them, 4 continuous heal on them, because she keeps just taking numerous turns. So some people, because of this A1, they put her in this relentless set, but I wouldn't recommend. So I did put her on a set that will make her take less damage from AoE damage, because I'm building this for the arena. And what do you find in the arena? Tronders, Foley, you know, those nukers that just take a turn and they want to kill everything that's standing out there. So I kind of made her to survive that first hit. That's why I built that like this. So if you don't know this set, it is a stalwart set, and it will reduce the AoE damage by how many percent? 30%. So when their damage is coming in and is reduced by 30%, that means I won't die as fast. Our gear is not yet maxed. I'll take it to maximum during CVC that is coming up. That's why I didn't take it to max right now. I've already met the maximum points I needed for the artifact enhancement event for Nari the Lucky Fusion that just ended. That's why she's built like this. In case you want to see her total stats, I'll also show you the total stats for Khoronar. I forgot about that. 80k HP is high. Her damage is not based on HP. She's not going to heal allies based off her HP. But why did I give her this amount of HP and this amount of defense? Because I want her to survive. So if you watch out, I didn't give her crit rate, I didn't give her crit damage, I didn't give her high accuracy, I didn't give her high resistance. If you build her with high accuracy to land her heal reduction, you would sacrifice your HP and defense, because I want her to survive and be a nuisance. That's why I give her this amount of HP and this amount of defense. She's just there to survive and keep Khoronar alive and the entire team alive, because she does a lot of healing for them. So that's why I give her this amount of HP. So if you try to target her and try to kill her, she's dead, your other allies might be dead because of what Khoronar might be doing. So she's somebody you can build with high accuracy if you want her to land that heal reduction, but it's not an essential debuff in the game, except it's for a special purpose. So that's why I think about that. I do have a dupe Minaya, unfortunately for me, so that's why I see my faction guidance over there have 2000 plus HP coming in over there from my dupe Minaya. So it's not a champion you even want a duplicate of, but he happened to me, I guess. So that's my total stat for her. For Masteries, I did go through, because she's not a damage dealer by any means, although if you build her with high damage, I've seen some players do that, she can do some work, but I didn't go that route. I went to this final increase champion stun meter by 20%, because I want her to take a lot of turns and keep healing the entire team. So the support tree is very useful for her because of this HP value of heals, and when she heals an ally that is max HP, she will put a shield on them, I guess. So that's why I also selected this one. If you want her to survive longer, I guess this is also a viable option, but I decided to go this one because this benefits only her, while this benefits the entire team that gets a shield when she heals them. So that's what I think about that. And for his own total stats, let's quickly see his masteries first. That's his masteries right there. It's kind of unconventional. Although I have him in a stun set, I did go through this mastery method. Why? Because of this Helm Smasher. I didn't build a lot of damage with him. He doesn't have crit rate or crit damage, but I went Helm Smasher because when he ignores 25% of the target's defense, he kills them faster instead of being there taking numerous stuns, and it's just a slow one. But if I find myself in a battle where he's not just landing his stun enough or he's provoke enough, then that's when you come to this one. So if you want him to land his stun, a higher chance, 5% more chance of landing it, this is the one that everybody recommends. Fearsome Presence, right? Increases the chance of placing stun, freeze, and all that. So this is what you want. I already have this one, so I did not reset it, but I do have one more free reset if I find that this is not working for me. So as for this other three, you basically want more accuracy on him because of that provoke that he lands. So that's how I went for my Khoronar build. But remember, the recommended one on any website or out there is this one for a stun set, except you don't have yours in a stun set. Now a lot of people are asking, stun set or taunting set, which is the best set for Khoronar, basically, right? I did have a taunting set. If you don't know what taunting set is, I'll show you. It's this one that has a 30% chance to provoke. This one. You see, I don't have a lot of them, so I don't have a wide range of taunting set that gives me high speed, but I do have a wide range of stun set that gives me high speed. But if I did have a good number of taunting sets with good substats, I would have given him taunting sets. So that's what I think. Taunting set is better than stun set. Stun set is safer than taunting set, I guess. So my total stats for the stun set is 261 speed. So this is not a champion that needs speed. Remember, he is waiting to be attacked. This is on a go second team, right? So it's not like you need to give him the higher speed, but I just happen to come across this speed on a 92k HP and 2k defense. Now if I wanted this defense to go to 3k or 4k, then my speed would have gone low as 220. So I kind of sacrificed my defense for speed. So crit rate is not, I'm not building crit rate or crit damage on this champion either, but I did want accuracy on him. That's why you see this amount of accuracy right there. So that is total stats for this champion, and I've shown you his masteries, right? Yes. So he's fully booked. I did give him this immortal set to give me a little bit of healing, right? Although there's Minaya on the team and you don't need any healing, but maybe if she dies, he can maybe I don't know. It's not just for healing, it's also 15% HP right there. That boosts his HP stats up to 92k. I've seen even some Khoronars with 100k, 100k plus HP, because his damage, he is based on HP, believe it or not. Yes, his damage is based on HP. So all his skills that hit does do damage based off HP. That's why most people give him that high amount of HP, because even if you don't have crit rate and crit damage, he can still do work and kill the enemy team. Alright, I've rambled enough about these champions and how I built them and why I chose this set. I've shown you the masteries. Let's take them into battle and see where I will be using them. So normally players who take these champions through, they'll show you whether it's somebody that can farm the campaign, whether it's somebody that is good for the dungeon. I'll tell you right now, I didn't build these champions to farm the campaign. I didn't build the champions to farm the dungeons, and you shouldn't either. That's not what they are there for. If you're building them individually, let's say Minaya alone, yes, she can be your dungeon, somebody to heal your entire team. But when you have two of them together, it just takes forever to, you need 4 minutes run, 3 minutes run, and you're there killing the enemy teams for 5-10 minutes. So except this is a first champion you pulled in Raid Shadow Legends, then I can say yes, you can take them anywhere. But if this is not your first champion, you're in terms of you have a good dungeon team already, what this champion is meant for is the arena and maybe faction wars and Doom Tower. That's where I'm going to showcase right now. So let's head straight to Doom Tower first. Unfortunately, I did not start this rotation of Doom Tower on hard, so I cannot show you how we performed on hard Doom Tower. See, I didn't start it. I started with normal, I guess. So I guess I'll just farm a simple run of the normal Doom Tower and let him nuke everything and I'll move on to the next piece of content. But that's what he's known for. He's known for being the champion you have in Doom Tower, that you just put both of them together, you walk away from your computer, you come back. Doom Tower hard, that's what I'm talking about. Doom Tower hard. You come back and everything is dead. So just because I don't have a good team around me, let me just put some tankiness around them, so he does all the killing, because I know Doom Tower normal is very, very easy. So let's just run like this and see how it goes. No decreased defense out there, except from my tanky Osoga or Osola. Provoked. I'm waiting to see when he takes his hit. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. So I did stun how many? 4 stuns so far. So yes, even without me going the defense 3 and selecting that extra 5%, you can see the stun is still working. So maybe it might take 2 or 3 A1 hits to stun the entire enemy team. Sometimes if you're lucky, it takes 1 attempt and it stuns everybody. Because even if you don't stun them, remember he's decreasing their turn meter, which makes him take more turns than they can come around to. So if you want to go the defense 3 to get that extra 5% of the stun, be my guest, it works either way. So I'm just going to do this one single run and we'll move on to the next battle, which is Arena. That's where I want to really showcase him, especially in 3v3 Arena. So nobody's taking a turn, because he keeps decreasing their turn meter by 5% each time he takes a turn. Now he's provoked them, he got hit, it counter attacks. I've had this champion for about 3-4 months, and I've been putting books on him. He has been fully booked, but I never had a chance to actually build them because I didn't feel like I needed them for a special purpose. But right now that the arena is kind of messy, you head to the arena. You have an arbiter, I have an arbiter. Who goes first wins the battle. I don't want those chances anymore. I want to be sure that even if when I see an arbiter, a fast team, a go second team can survive their first hit and then troll them all the way. So I like troll teams in the arena. So that's why when I pulled an Osoga, this tanky champion that soaks up all the damage, I was really glad to have this champion. So this is a go second team for me for the arena, and whoever tries to fight it, good luck to you. There are ways to counter it, of course. There are ways to counter it. There's one champion that puts his passive on cooldown. I forgot the champion's name. If he put his passive on cooldown, that means he'll not be able to trigger his passive. Also, there are some heavy hitters in Raid Shadow Legends that can target him and take him down in one hit. And if he goes down, like that is Khoronar, that means there will be no damage in the team. So except you bring in an extra damage dealer or somebody to revive him. But what I do in my team, especially in the arena that I want to show you right now, I prefer not to have any damage dealer except him, because everybody else in the team is just there to support him. So let me do a refresh and see. Is there anybody else? This is a death team. Like, I can't survive this either, right? They're definitely gonna go first, but can I survive it? That's the question. Let's do like this. I'll not go with Seal the Drake so she doesn't die. Let's go with Brogni. Maybe he might survive the first hit. This is a long shot though, because I built this team to go against those heavy nukers. But if I can't survive their big hits, boom, 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 I survived it. Yay! That's what I built this team for. So this is a perfect example of how this team works. If you can survive their big hits, I'm gonna heal all allies by 40%, especially Khoronar. And now it's hell for them, because now I'm not dead. Now it's time for me to provoke. Where is it? This is the provoke. And put it back on auto and watch them be miserable. It's done. So I guess this is a perfect example after having 2 bad attempts. If I can go against teams like this and survive, that means my job is done. Khoronar Minaya combo is successful. Successful one. Uh-oh. They came back to life. Before they'll take another turn, can I kill them? Yes, stunned. Stunned again. It's working, it's working, it's working. So I'm kind of sad that I waited this long to build this team, because it's not about going to every battle at the arena with my arbiter team, because that's what I used to do. Every battle is my arbiter. If I know they are tanky, I'll skip it. Every battle is my arbiter team, and if my arbiter does not go first, I lose that battle. So I just wanted to show you guys my latest team that I'll be using for Doom Tower Hard. I didn't just build it for the arena also. I built it for the 3v3 arena. It's going to be one of my defense teams that I set up over for team 3, I guess. I'm going to use Brogni. I think Brogni is the fourth person to complete that team, because it seems like it worked out fine over there. Defense. This is not the tanky team. This is the tanky team. I use Kaima right here. So in place of going first, I don't want to go first anymore. I'm not interested in going first. Instead, I might put Kaima in this team instead. I don't know. I'll set it up later. Let me not make this video too long, but it's going to be my 3rd defense team in the arena. Let me know what you guys think about my new arena team and new Doom Tower Hard team. sorry I couldn't show you on hard levels of the Doom Tower, but when we finally get stuck at one particular stage in high level Doom Tower, I will showcase this team again in a video in the future. If you do have this Minaya single champion, it's not worth building. I feel like your Arbiter alone does more healing, and maybe your Sealed Drake does more better than a Minaya will do for your team. That's what I think. If you just have a single, that's why I never built her in the future. But if you have Khoronar as a single champion, he is worth building alone as a single unit to use, because when decrease defense is out there, decrease attack or decrease speed, he will always do this counter attack, and it's always seen useful to have him in a stun set better than any other set, except you have good taunting set, which I don't have, and that's why I'd have him in stun instead. I feel like everybody has stun more than taunting set, because we don't farm the ice golem a lot. Let me know what you guys think below of my team in the comments below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another Rich Salodon video. Good night. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel.